fuck, it is really hard not to panic about life. I have known so many people who have been so regretful of the things that they've done, and oh my God, all the mistakes that they've made, constantly beating themselves up. And I have to say, I have beaten myself up a huge amount. I'm sure that there have been things that you've looked at in your life that you've wanted to change, that you feel that you shouldn't have done and can't let go of all of this stuff. But it's so important to actually start being kind to yourself, to release the ghosts of all of the things that you've done, because regret is such a stupid technology, because what it tries to do and what it fools you into believing that you can do is to go back in time and change the things that have happened and that cannot be changed. Unalterably done. They're done. And we have to live with the consequences of the things that we've done. But you have a choice of whether you just use that to beat yourself up, to procrastinate, to say that you'll never achieve the things that you actually really want to achieve, or you can actually use them as lessons. People have always had a problem with me when I've said what I'm about to say, but I don't believe that there are any mistakes. I just don't. There are lessons, there are wins, and there are lessons. And a lesson is a win. So make sure that you're always winning by reflecting on what you've done. Why? Big word. Why you have done things. And the reason I say that there are no mistakes is you can't look back on even something that you did yesterday or a week ago or a month ago, a year, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever years ago. You can't look at that today and say, oh, well, I should have known that. Well, no, you didn't. Whatever your behavior that you've done that you think is so terrible, and I can guarantee you it is no way near as terrible as you think it is. Whatever behavior you manifested at whatever time, and we're not talking about 5 seconds ago or whatever, even then, whatever behavior you manifested was based on everything that you knew to that point in your life. And most people aren't obsessing about things that happened 5 minutes ago or a day ago or a week ago. They're going over things that happened usually decades ago in their childhoods, many years ago. And you only had the information that you had back then. You didn't have what you know now. So to beat yourself up about the person that you were at that point is so pointless, because if you've actually introspected and you've reflected and you've analysed your behaviour, hopefully, and this is what I wish for people, hopefully you won't make that destructive or damaging. I'm not saying that things aren't damaging, because they are, but you wouldn't make that decision now, because you know what you know. And this is why whenever I hear people say that they don't need therapy, they don't need help, I don't believe them. I don't believe them, because I look at the people that say that therapy is really, it is pointless. But guess what happens to those people? They develop addiction issues. They go to prison, they get into fights, and they're angry all the time. They're not healthy, happy people. And you absolutely have to aim for things that are joyful, but are realistic. We're human beings living in an environment that is totally alien to our ancient nature. We've been around for a long time, and the pace and stresses of life now are unprecedented, and we are not capable of processing that without help, without time, and without peacefulness. We need all of those. We need to have the opportunity to breathe our way through life. Everything's so stressed and chaotic, which is why I came back to the countryside, because that does go a long way, I have to say. And I'm in a fortunate position that I'm able to do that. But make it a goal that you have the space for yourself to not panic, but be able to think, to have that mental space and clarity to actually examine, well, I do this particular behavior a lot. Does that work for me? Does it help that, let's say, when I try and discuss things openly and honestly with my partner, does it help that I get really angry? Do I use that as an excuse to be able to say what I want? And it's frightening to tell the truth in a peaceful way. It's why people get angry, because it gives them a sort of a get out of jail free card to just splurge and spew at people. But you don't want to be doing all of this. You want to be calm and honest with people and be able to tell the truth, say what's working, say what isn't working, and do that in a calm way. And once you've done that and you gauge the response from people, that will be the determining factor of whether you stay in that relationship or you leave. And I have totally used anger as a vehicle to say what I've wanted to say to people. And I don't have any regrets. I don't believe in mistakes. I don't believe in regret. But I certainly want to improve my behavior so that I'm not sabotaging myself. So what has passed has passed. What is done is done. Learn the lessons. And if you need a helping hand, which I believe that we all do, if we're honest, then please send me an email to martinfpavey@gmail.com, and let's get our first session together set up so that we can discuss how to improve your confidence, your peacefulness, your serenity, your calmness, and how to improve your focus by being able to communicate what you need to communicate in life and to break free and live the life of your dreams. I thank you very much for listening. Give me a like, give me a share, and subscribe to the channel for more fantastic content. And I will see you on the next video. Ciao for now.